It's really important for us to have the customer involvement at the crisis house. It's important for them, for their own journey through recovery.
There's many ways customers can get involved at Crisis House. We have breakfast club on a Tuesday, we have communal meal on a Sunday.
So customers share their own support from the day they move in. On the referral day that they come, they have a meeting with one of the staff. They discuss their own aims and objectives whilst they're at the crisis house. It's also important that we know how well people are when they first come in, and they're able to identify what needs they feel they have.
Peer support is when people who have some form of lived experience, be it a mental health challenge or addiction, for example, where they work alongside people who also have those challenges.
Peer support for us is very important. We have a peer support worker, somebody who has a lived experience of mental health issues and who has been trained in order to talk to other people within the service. So our peer support volunteer at Crisis House is Daniel. So he's been there now for about a year. So he will come in 2 days a week, 6 hours a day, and he will work with the customers and with the staff.
As well as admin, I do a lot of activities, whether it be physical activities or like sorting out benefits and things like that. But I like to focus on more of the therapeutic side of things to get customers feeling back to themselves again and on the road to recovering.
He can work with staff with some of the administration tasks. Equally, he can work hands-on with the customers, and that may be talking to them about the service.
The benefit of peer support to customers just comes from having a peer supporter there in the first instance.
Peer support volunteers are vital for any service working in the health sector. It encourages customers to approach and engage with support staff.
I think it's important to have someone like a peer support volunteer in a place like Crisis House because it bridges the gap between staff and customers.
For me, the benefits of having Daniel at the service are that he's kind of somebody at the service who customers straight away feel they can relate to, particularly if he's done their induction. That's obviously a great help. He's one of the first people that they will meet.
And Daniel really enjoys his place at Crisis House. He also offers us ideas on how to interact with customers.
The idea that someone can come in who's been where they are, that have actually progressed and have moved forward to do something else, that gives people hope, that gives them optimism, that says, I don't have to stay in the place that I am now. I can move on with my life. I'm not stuck.
Through the Experts by Experience training, I gained a lot of insight on how to work with customers, not only the customers I key work, all our customers that use the service. I changed the way I worked and thought about things, and it was really helpful having someone provide that training who's gone through similar experiences. I would heartily recommend it.
So I was the peer support volunteer coordinator at Look Ahead for 2 years before I progressed myself into being an employment support officer at the House of St Barnabas. In my new role, I work with graduates of the employment preparation programme at the House of St Barnabas, helping individuals move into work and retain their work. When I moved into the Crisis House 4.5 years ago, in all honesty, I'd been in a situation where on 2 occasions I'd come really close to committing suicide. Sometimes it was just about getting through the next minute, the next 5 minutes, the next hour. You hope for a better life. You're full of doubt whether that can actually be achieved. So when I do stop and think about where I am now, and it's generally the people who are closest to me that remind me of this, yeah, it's staggering, really, staggering.